I'm Rodin. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is going to be the general reading for Aries, Leo, and Saggy. Keep in mind these readings are timeless and general, so please take the messages as they resonate for you. Practice your own discernment with that whenever you come across this a year from now or the day that I post it. Okay? Also, thank you for liking, subscribing, and share. Don't mind me. I already did a reading today, and when I channel, interesting things happen, like burping. Anyway, thank you for liking my content, like actually hitting the like button. I really appreciate if you want to do that, and if you feel so inclined to do that, it does help the videos circulate, okay? The other thing, check out Patreon, Vimeo, and the website. We got some cool stuff going on there, so let's just do it. Let's get into it. Fire signs, I was getting that there's something going on in your external. And it does feel like a feminine energy is at the center of it. And I do feel like it's mother energy, grandmother energy. And it could even be something that is going on within you and reflecting itself out in your reality. So just know that as well, that as, you know, something in your reality, like your own mother or grandmother is doing something or is experiencing something, internally, you're experiencing something in relation to them, okay? It feels uncomfortable. Just gonna be honest. It feels uncomfortable, and they're actually showing me the Five of Wands. This obviously is not going to be for everybody, but there's a large enough group of you present who are experiencing this where it's coming through. This is going to give you a lot of clarity, actually. This is going to give you a lot of clarity in yourself, and probably some recent events that you've been experiencing that have also been a little difficult. It's almost like whatever is happening with this like motherly, grandmotherly energy, it is directly related to something you've been struggling with. Thank you. This felt really forceful there for a second. That you've been struggling with. And especially in recent past, where I think it's been highlighted to you, it's been really in your face, whether you've wanted to see it or not. And then this external manifestation of it is really just the undeniable like occurrence of it, so you can really get the clarity you need here, okay? It is showing you something about you. It is showing you something about you. But I feel like it's going to have a really nice resolution. And by that, I mean it's going to give you clarity, so that's nice. Right? So that's nice, no matter what happens within these circumstances, okay? Anything else for my fire signs? Goals, being goal-oriented. I'm really feeling this for my Aries. Saggies are there too, but I'm really feeling this for my Aries peeps, for my Rams. You have a lot of motivation right now. It's almost aggressive, actually. It's almost aggressive, where it's like you have your goals, you know what you want, you really want to go for it, you really just have to keep going. It's almost like being in a hard workout, like an intense workout, and you're at that point where you could totally give up, and you're just like, no, I want this, I'm hungry. Like, you're hungry for it. You're hungry for it. I would worry about anybody getting your way, though. You got a little bit of that Five of Wands, too. A little bit of that Five of Wands energy. So it seems like my fire signs are doing some Five of Wands energies. They're showing me trees. I'm not surprised, because like that motherly, I've got like grandmotherly energy, that family energy, familial energy. Trees also are a symbol of that, so I'm not too surprised here. Some of you, this is really about coming home to your ancestry, understanding yourself on that level, seeing the generational patterning so that you can really have clarity about yourself. Okay, let's continue. Where are we pulling from? I'm actually not feeling the animals for you guys. Not feeling that. Let's go with Energy Oracle. Nope, I lied. We're going with Dreams of Gaia. If I can pick up the deck. Okay. The crone wanted to come out. Grandmother. We'll see if it comes out again. The way it popped out, though, I was like, no, I'm going to put that back. But it was the crone. Oh, this deck is being stubborn. It means energy is being stubborn. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Okay, you know what? It did it again, so we're just going to take it. Crone. Hi, Crone. Hello. She's made her appearance. I really love the crone though, especially in the upright position. The crone upright is such a big card of self-acceptance and self-empowerment and just being who you are after being done with the roles you've had to play, the expectations you've had to fulfill, obligations you've had to fulfill. It's like being ready to make your own way, do your own thing, do it your way. We have some wise ancestors coming in here. They wanted me to use the word wise with that. They're here. They're here. Give them your ear. I don't know why I'm rhyming. We got the counselor. Yeah. Wow. You got some big ancestral support here, fire signs, to help you in this period of time that you're in to really own this level of own this level of independence. It's independence. It's independence from generational patterns. It's independence from motherly, grandmotherly influences that have been not necessarily productive or conducive to healing or growth, to be free of that, to be free of those things. But you do have your ancestors coming in to help you here with the crone and the counselor. The counselor is exactly how it sounds. It's the counselor. It's support. It's empathy. It's healing. It is also the Knight of Cups. It's to uplift you. Please talk to your ancestors. For those of you where you're needing to do like ancestry research, please get on that. Please get on that as it resonates. If you don't feel called to do it, don't do it. But if you've been wanting to do it, why put it off? Don't put it off anymore. Your ancestors want to be there for you. They want to make themselves known. They want to uplift you to this level of independence and empowerment here. Okay. They want to pull you out of the Five of Wands energy. I literally just heard some of you guys are fighting ghosts. Some of you guys are fighting ghosts when it comes to this like motherly, grandmotherly energy where you still are playing out these struggles, these battles, these fights, that Five of Wands tension of arguments long past, trauma that's taken place in the past, and you're still reliving it. You don't need to fight the ghosts anymore. You have other ancestors here to uplift you. Any other messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Take that one. Wow. You guys are all water today, fire signs. You are all water. We got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is about a new emotional beginning, where our hearts are expanding or we're reaching a whole new depth of emotions, or something opens up to us that we have a lot of emotional investment in that can make us really, really, really happy and really, really fulfilled. It does honestly feel like fire signs, like I feel your ancestors. I feel them so strongly. They want to uplift you into a path that is fulfilling, that is filled with joy, where you're not fighting these ghosts anymore. You're not in the Five of Wands energy. You're not under the restriction of generational patterning when it comes to the females or feminine energies in your family anymore. It's about feminine energy and the independence of that, regardless if you're male or female, okay? They want to uplift you. Some of you, this could even be in the form of someone physical who can help like lift you out of these patterns, where it could actually be like therapy, like literally therapy. But I really feel like it's more spiritual than that, etherical than that, non-physical than that. Any other messages or insights for my fire signs for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? I just heard mad. Someone's mad. Who's mad? Who's mad, fire signs? Oh, for some of you, this energy that I'm picking up on is actually someone around you. And if that's the case, you might be putting boundaries in place with them or letting them go. And they're not liking it because it's forcing them to have to face their own generational patterning, this Five of Wands energy, with their own motherly, grandmotherly energies, influences, ancestors, okay? And whatever coping mechanisms were born of that you were caught up in with them through some kind of trauma bond, it feels like. You putting boundaries with them is forcing them to have to face it. Okay? And first, I actually heard finally for some. And others of you might be on the receiving end of that, where you're in all this energy and then someone's putting boundaries with you, letting you go, and it's like it's forcing you to have to face this stuff. On the bottom, Six of Fire. No wonder I was feeling that. The Six of Fire in reverse might as well be the Five of Wands, right? Might as well be. There's some kind of resolution, conflict resolution that's not happening in the physical. It's not happening. Yeah, it makes total sense as to why this was feeling so non-physical, like getting so much support outside of the physical realm, because in the physical, you just can't make it work with somebody. You just can't make it work with a mother, a grandmother, or someone who holds those kinds of energies, whether they're family or a friend or a lover, but holding that that motherly, grandmotherly energy that's tied to trauma and generational patterning for you. Okay, just want to make that very clear. You might have to rewatch this a few times, throwing a lot of terms at you. Resolution in the physical is not there. That's why some of you feel like you're fighting a ghost. For those of you where these energies are people who are passed on, and you're getting divine assistance to help you here. Okay, some of you literally just have to make the choice of accepting that someone in your life just cannot be where you are, cannot be on the same page as you are, or cannot let something go, and you have to be the one to walk away and choose a path that is for you, choose a path that is full of love and healing for yourself and your own independence and empowerment. Okay, it's like it's a force. Thank you. For some of you, this person or individual, it's like they're trying to force or strong arm. That's how they function, is strong arming. The crone doesn't get strong armed by anybody. Not by anybody. Okay, and for those of you where you're fighting ghosts or people who are passed on, you're still just fighting out the fight internally, and it's really just time for you to let it go. Okay, underneath that we do have the Nine of Earth in reverse. The Nine of Earth in reverse is lacking independence. It's a card of not being certain, not being confident, not being very self-caring, not really taking care of the self, allowing the self to be compromised for the sake of someone else or a situation. Again, someone who's strong-armed, right? What was that? I don't know what someone's doing outside. That noise is gonna make me nuts, but I'm gonna ignore it. It's not here. The noise is not happening. I'm gonna just take my attention away from there, and it's just gonna disappear. I'm just gonna say that. See if it manifests. Let's move on, fire signs. Runic Tarot. No, Light Seers Tarot. We're gonna do Light Seers Tarot. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. For Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. Let's see here. Knight of Cups. That's basically the counselor. That's the opportunity for healing. Okay? The opportunity for healing. Again, I feel like a lot of you, this is coming by way of divine assistance from your ancestors. There to show you love, there to show you support. Others of you, it's just about you making that choice to choose the Knight of Cups, to be in the energy for yourself, to choose the Ace of Cups, to choose a path that's going to lead to your healing, your happiness, your emotional fulfillment, not this. Not being strong-armed, not being listened to, not being taken care of, just in eternal conflict with this motherly, grandmotherly energies and ancestral patterns, okay? Let's see here. Queen of Pentacles and Justice. Talk about balance. Look, both of them are zen'd out. Both of them. Zen'd out, balanced, in harmony, at peace. At frickin' peace. And they're grounded and they're stable. They're at balance. Serenity. Queen of Pentacles is very well taken care of. You can even see that as a motherly energy, almost like a Earth Mother, almost an Empress vibe going on there. You can be that. You can be that energy. For some of you guys, there might be apologies exchanged. I think it's kind of doubtful, to be honest with you. There's always the possibility because of free will. With the Knight of Cups can be apologies. I don't feel it though. I feel like it's literally choosing a path for yourself as the Knight of Cups to go and pursue a path of happiness and fulfillment away from situations that are just not going to provide that. Again, in relation to this motherly, grandmotherly, ancestral patterns. Okay. Some of you, this is also involving romantic relationships where trauma bonding has taken place that were projections of your own ancestral shit from your mother's grandmothers. Okay. But I do feel you're getting ancestral support. Any other messages or insights from my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Let's see here. Ooh. Ooh. I'll go over those in a second. Just gonna get all the cards out. Any other messages or insights? Okay. So now we have the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Wands. This feels good, but then I started to feel something really shadowy, and I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Overall, we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, this is the overall energy. Burdensome, and you've put in a lot of energy already, and it's just like something's got to give. Something's got to give. I got to get to my end goal. I got to choose peace and serenity. Whatever's going to gift me that. Aries, I'm really feeling you guys there. But with the King of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, this does feel like being the master of your own life. At the same time, I was feeling control. I was kind of feeling that strong arm energy where it's almost like a shadowy version of a King of Wands has been kind of running amok here. Not running amok, that sounds harsh. Sounds judgmental. I didn't mean for it to sound judgmental. Has been making things difficult. Say it that way. King of Wands in reverse can strong arm you. Totally. Like, they can be very persistent. They can be very persistent. They can be very aggressive with a King of Wands in reverse, and that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting aggressive energy around Ten of Pentacles. That's around a home space, a family life, investments, or work, or career. This could even indicate like someone who's actually your boss or you're someone's boss. And I just feel strong arm energy, but I keep feeling it's feminine. So it's interesting it's coming out as a King of Wands where it's masculine, because I keep feeling like the trauma is rooted in ancestral patterns with mother, grandmotherly energies. It can even be in relation to being taken advantage of or being strong-armed by masculine energies. Oh, they said that's where it comes from. Interesting. Okay, so no matter how this is playing out for you, the trauma, the patterning is rooted in feminine energies, okay? And being strong-armed, being controlled, being dominated, being pushed around, right? And what happens in relation to that? Sometimes people who get pushed around and strong-armed do the same thing to other people, okay? So it does, again, this is ancestral patterning of that kind of dominance, control, aggressive behavior. but you might really see it within a mother or grandmotherly energy in your family or your ancestry, but guilty parties everywhere. Okay? Guilty parties everywhere. It's shadowy Leo energy. It's shadowy fire energy. It's aggressive, it's controlling, it's dominating, it's pushy, it's unyielding. And honestly, I also want to say disrespectful with these two cards coming in here too, because this is allowing somebody to be very compromised for the sake of winning. For the sake of, I don't need to compromise for anybody, but you need to compromise for me, right? It's that kind of energy. So whether this is a boss, or it's happening at work, or it's happening in your family life or your finances, enough is enough. And you deserve peace, you deserve serenity, you deserve independence. You don't have to be controlled, you don't have to be pushed around, you don't have to be strong-armed. You can still sit in a state of love no matter who's treating you like what, right? And you don't also have to put up with those people. Now, again, keep in mind, fire signs, because this could be someone around you. It doesn't even have to be you. And, you know, maybe you're putting your foot down and being like, I'm not tolerating this anymore. And they need to see this patterning for themselves, that they're guilty of this, or they are projecting onto you, or whatever. You guys know how psychology works. This can go in all kinds of ways, but that's what's going on here. Overall, with the Ten of Wands, like I said, that distracted me. With the Ten of Wands, like I said, it's a struggle, it's a burden, and you don't gotta do it anymore. You can literally choose Ace of Water. You can choose to make any choices that will align you onto a path of happiness and fulfillment and healing with the counselor. And you know what? You're still winning. You're still winning. Underneath the Ten of Wands, we do have the Magician. Yeah, look at that with the Nine of Cups. With the Nine of Cups, you can make your own happiness here, all right? And free of projecting and trauma bonding and all that craziness, all right? Let's go ahead and pull an advice card for you. I'm gonna get a little sip. Oh, those are the same ones I use for fire signs and water signs. Same ones used for water signs, I'm using for fire signs. There we go. The spellcasting oracle for advice. Starting with Aries. Let's start with Aries. Any advice for Aries pertaining to this spread? Any advice for Aries pertaining to this spread? Transformation. It's funny because Aries, I almost called you the Magician. I really feel like you guys are the magicians, and I was really feeling that as I was shuffling. And here we have transformation. You can transmute all the energy in this whole situation, literally by just making a choice. By just making a decision of, I'm not going to engage in this pattern anymore within myself, within my family, or the people around me. I don't need to do that anymore. I don't need to do that anymore. I can live for myself in a way that's healthy, right? There's like, what, you know, when we look out for ourselves, if we're doing it in a way that's really harmful, intentionally harmful to other people, then that's not so cool, right? But if we're doing it in a way where it's like we're just honoring ourselves and we still have compassion for other people, which clearly with the counselor and the Ace of Cups, it's like you're focused on being happy. You're focused on being happy and having your own level of independence and empowerment. Nothing wrong with that, but you can totally transmute this whole situation. Okay. I'm going to read that one to you as well. It's been a long and arduous journey through the dark night of the soul. Nobody held you, sympathized with you, or dried your tears, nor did they congratulate or praise you. This was your path to walk alone, with only the misery of isolation for company. However, as you faced up to the obstacles and challenges, a process of understanding and forgiveness has enabled you to embrace the parts that serve you. As one who has walked through the darkness, you're now ready to emerge and be brightly transformed, so you can now hold the energy of both dark and light, knowing and wisdom in balance. Okay? All right, Leos. Hi, Leo. Advice for my Leos. Advice for my Leos. Any advice for my Leos? Advice for my Leos. Really feeling the need to say not to hold on to non-judgment, which is acceptance, right? If we hold on to acceptance, then we're not judging. But non-judgment, compassion, empathy, and understanding is really a big key for you, Leo, to make healthy choices here, okay? Let's see. Interesting. Financial health and prosperity. Congratulations, Leo. This is moving into a very abundant place, but also with financial health, there's a nice balance to that. It almost feels like good karma, like you've cleared like you've cleared something karmically, in making these choices and dealing with these energies and these people and these situations. You've cleared something karmically so that now you can not only be fulfilled in happiness, but be rewarded as well with abundance. Very cool. So let's go ahead and read both of those. Okay. You might find yourself drowning in a sea of red demands if you don't slow down and take stock of the mess you're in. Burying your head in the sand won't get you out of the hole. You're being urged to recognize that your avoidance and experience of irresponsibility has become a liability, and you can't afford to ignore your desperate situation. The worry, stress, and anxiety that accompanies debt has taken its toll, and you don't know where to turn to. It's funny you're talking about debt, because I was feeling karma. Like, karmically, you're clearing something in this situation. Acknowledgement and responsibility of the debt is the first step and rule of magic when weaving a spell to improve your financial health and become debt-free once and for all. To clear the karma. The ancestral karma. And once you do, you'll find a nice balance and it'll pay off with prosperity. It's been a long, hard slog, and you've wondered if you'll ever reap the benefits you've worked so diligently for. As you face financial responsibility, a little extra cash would certainly be very welcome at this time. Remain calm and courageous, for your constant worry and concerns are about to be a thing of the past. As the successful and flourishing circumstance beckons, the energy of affluence surrounds you, signaling that opulence and financial success is yours for the taking. Wealth is knocking on your door and asks you to invite in a little luxury, for this is a most prosperous time. Again, once you deal with the ancestral stuff here, the karmic energies behind that. Okay. All right, Saggy. It's almost like, how long are you going to just take it and keep perpetuating the cycle, be a part of the cycle? Saggies. Any advice for my Saggies? Oh, sorry, Leo, that I'm going to say this really quick. And Leo, like, holding on to that love and compassion and understanding is going to allow you to make the healthy decisions here that will help you to cement the karmic lessons. Okay? Sag. Hi, Sag. Any advice for Saggies? Any advice for Saggies? It's okay to look out for you. It's okay to take care of yourself. I just feel a lot of doing for others. I just feel a lot of that. Saggies, Saggies, Saggies. Any advice for my Sagittarians? Yeah, lighten your load. Yeah. It's basically the Ten of Wands card, right? I mean, look at it. She's like literally carrying the entire freaking globe. In her, on one arm, oh, it's a guy. On his back. Yeah. Lighten your load. If you are constantly doing for other people, Sag, because Saggies, I know you guys can do that sometimes. You guys are really positive and you guys really do care about people. Stop. Stop. If you're gonna do that, at least make sure you're taken care of and that you're not being compromised. That you're not being compromised for the sake of somebody else. Yeah, don't do that anymore. Okay. You have the choice and power to remove yourself from a stressful situation or simply take it in your stride. Stress is completely voluntary and something we allow ourselves to feel. Even if this may not seem to be the case as you face the responsibilities that your life demands, give your exhausted and tortured mind a break as you start to see things with a brighter outlook. Lighten your load and allow laughter to break you free from your self-imposed prison cell. It's the only way to strengthen your immune system and inspire hope while protecting you from the damaging effects that stress has dealt you. Okay? All right, fire signs. I hope that this was really helpful and insightful. And don't forget to check out the website, Patreon, and Vimeo. And I will see you guys very soon, okay? Take care, guys.